I know you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm listening. I'm listening to see all the people who asked for this movie. Oh, that's funny. I'm hearing jack shit. You hear anybody? I don't hear anybody. But just knowing because, 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 befuzz, befuddlement. Etched on your fucking forehead like a goddamn tattoo. No one asked for a sequel, a legacy sequel, another I Know What You Did Last fucking summer. Or last winter, or last Christmas, last Thanksgiving, last jerk-off day. No one asked for it. Reflected by the piss-poor box office, because this film made $31 million in the U.S. and a total of $63 million worldwide. That is not what they wanted. You're not getting a sequel to this. Nor should you. Because this is one of those films you watch and you will forget about it a week later. This is such a lazy, weak, forgettable retread. Because what they wanted was the Scream 5 and Scream 6 money. Scream 5, for those who don't know, made about $80 million in the U.S. alone. So that movie made more money in the U.S. than this film did worldwide. The Scream 6 made over $100 million in the U.S. I think the Scream 5 made $138 million worldwide. I don't remember when Scream 6 worldwide, but that made over $100 million in the U.S. This wanted that. And didn't nearly get it. Number one, you hire the co-writer of Thor, Love and Blunder, Jennifer Kaytin Robinson, to make your film? Yes, because the co-writer of Thor fucking 4 wasn't that one with the screaming goats and other bullshit? That's what you did to do your fucking horror movie. That's number one. Number two, I liked the first I Know What You Did Last Summer for what it is. Do I think it's a classic? No. Am I going to sit here and say it's in the top 10 slasher films? No. Am I going to say it's his underrated gem? No. But do I like it? Sure. I mean, I thought I had the DVD over here. I always do this. Oh. Wow, it was actually correct at this point. Just don't fucking fall. But lo and behold, here you go. Wow, it actually worked out this time. Have it right here, double feature. With the second film. Which actually, there's a review of this coming soon because I got a request for that as well. Funny enough, I did not get a request for the first one. Like the only good one. But I did get a request for this one, so that'll be sometime down the road. But well, I should mention this is a paid request. For anyone that wants to request any type of movie reviews, re-reviews, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, video game playthrough, tier list ranking, random thoughts, whatever the case may be, streams, rants, whatever, feel free to send it. PayPal's the best way to do it. Do have a Cash App as well. Links are down below in info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. Links are down below in info there. But down below in the info box below this video, if you wish to. But yeah, I don't mind this film for what it is. It's not Scream. I would even say Urban Legend I thought was better. But I liked it better than Valentine and some of the other stuff in that era. But, you know, I like it for what it is. This one, I mean, they go to Bahamas and a lot of stupid shit happens. Jack Black pretends to be Jamaican for some reason. I still don't understand that. That would be an interesting film to rewatch, because I haven't seen that film in a long-ass time. Although, sadly, I still don't know what you did. I remember being bad. I would probably still rather watch that than this. Even though it's going to be weird, I'll get to that when I get into spoilers. What I was saying, like 2 minutes ago, is I like that film. That's not a beloved classic. Stream is. Stream actually had a franchise. Like, it had a trilogy, then you had Stream 4, and, nostalgia, passing of Wes Craven, who's a master of horror, in my opinion. When Stream 5 and 6, I hate. I hate those films, but there's a lot of people who are diehard fans of those Stream films, and they're waiting for more. Ghostface is a much more recognizable killer than The Fisherman. And I know we did last summer. You had a first film that some people like me liked, but other people like, whatever, it's a takeoff on Stream. Then you had a second film that was shit, and most people said it was shit, with Brandy. Then you had a third one that had nothing to do with it, that people barely even remember was a thing, that went straight to video and had really not much connection with the first two, other than I think the killer was the fisherman but as a zombie or something. I barely remember that fucking film. I have to look at my notes. I think I got a request for that one too, I think. I have to look at my notes again though. But no one was waiting with bated breath for a new film of this. It's like if they did a fucking legacy... Well, I guess they're doing a remake of Urban Legend, but no one's asking for that. What's next? A legacy sequel to fucking... What was it? The Cherry Falls? Michael Biehn comes... Well, he died in the movie. Michael Biehn comes back, but it's his twin brother. That was my brother who died in the first one. Like, is that what's going to be? Fucking legacy sequel to The Faculty? We're going to get The Faculty 2? School Blues? Like, no one was asking for it. And when you're... Why do you give stuff that people don't ask for, and then you get surprised that it didn't do well? That's always crazy to me. But... even if you were looking forward to this for whatever the fuck reason, I don't know why you would, but let's say you were, you did nothing with this fucking film. The characters are nothing to run home about. The characters are nothing. There's a girl named Ava that comes back to the place from the first movie, because this friend, Danica, is having an engagement party. And this has dialogue that will go, your lead character looks in the mirror. Oh, what are you doing at our best friend's engagement party? Oh, he was your high school boyfriend. Why you still care? Like, no one fucking talks like this, and it's like, well, we don't have the time to actually build up these characters naturally, so I need to tell you where we're at in the situation of our relationships. So I have to literally tell you, I'm going to our best friend's engagement party, and I have to tell you that this person I'm going to meet used to be a high school boyfriend. Just like when she gets there at the engagement party, and there's Ava, like I said, there's Danica, there's Milo, which are the lead girl's ex-boyfriend, and then this guy, I think Terry, who is the guy to be engaged to Danica. So the four of them bullshit about nothing. They're vapid characters that probably fits in the age of fucking TikTok. But they're vapid characters that I don't give a rat's ass or a flying fuck about. Wouldn't give an iota of shit about. Personality-wise, lacking, acting-wise, nothing to put my balls over and wonderment and amazement and be impressed about. I'd rather play with my balls and watch this fucking movie. The four of them are going to see the fireworks, and they see another one, former friend, Stevie. And then in the dialogue, like, One group looks at Stevie and go, can you blame her for spiraling after her dad blew her entire college fund and left? Well, thank you for telling me all the information. God forbid we get to know as ourselves. You're figuring the shit out as an audience member as you slowly build up characters. No, just tell us all the information. How about you also tell me your credit card number? Can you do that? Can you tell me your social security code as well? Can you just give me that information too? So I just steal your fucking money and shit and leave the movie and not come back again? So the five of them go and they try to play off of the first one, although this is a sequel, but at times feels like a remake. So it's one of those fucking films. It is a sequel, but it plays like a remake. A group of friends, a party, they go on the road, only this time they don't hit someone. They stop, watch the fireworks. The fiance, Terry, whatever, I'll just call him Mr. Fiance. He goes on the road. There's a car coming. He's like, yeah, man versus machine. So the car drives by. He's walking off the road. As he's walking off the road, he's about ready to cross over. This fucking car speeds through, speeds crazy. And I'm like, yeah, the guy should not have been on the road, but he was walking, he was almost across the way. This one fucking guy is driving like a maniac. How the fuck are you driving at night and you got your headlights on, you don't notice a car to the side, you don't notice someone in the... If there's a car parked to the side, you would slow down so you don't... This guy's driving like an idiot. So the guy driving to me is just as much at fault. Because the guy, he's ready to cross, he's about cross the fucking road. So again, this driver, I would say, you're driving like crazy. You're driving like shit. And then they try to stop the vehicle. They can't do it. It falls. The fiance has a rich dad and says, we gotta keep quiet, and he'll hide what happened. Some of them don't like that, but they all agree to do it. It's 1 year later. Ava comes back. I guess she's bisexual, I guess, because we see her making out with a girl. Was it like on a plane or something? We see her making out, ready for a sex scene. That's how we don't see much of the goods. I mean, okay, I guess she's bisexual, I guess. Okay, nothing wrong with that, but good to know now. And the lady she's making out with is a crime podcaster lady. Because those podcasters worked so fucking well on Halloween 2018 when let me hold this fucking mask like an idiot on this fucking huge chessboard that we're standing on. And later on get killed when we rip off Halloween H2O. Michael Myers going to a bathroom and killing someone. Or maybe rip it off what he killed Tim Foray taking a shit in Rob Zombie's Halloween. I don't know. Either way. Ava goes back to see her friend Danica, who's engaged to a different person now. And, of course, gets the note. I know he did last summer. What's going on? They think nothing. I mean, they think a little bit of it, but, you know, they think, oh, it was that old fiance. He's doing something screwy. Later that night, Danica's in her tub, meditating, and the scene in the trailer happens. If you've seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. The guy who's the new fiance, who has nothing to do with this, when you get to the killer's motivations, but whatever. It's like a harpoon. You see, gets stabbed here, gets pulled along, trying to get away, and is eventually killed. Now, I know Adele last summer was never that gory of a franchise, I mean, the first I Know What You Did Last Summer has very little blood that you see. Like I say, it was never an insanely gory franchise. That would be a way to up the ante if you're making a fucking new one and oh shit, they're really going for broke here. They don't. I guess that death would probably be the best death in the movie, and if that didn't impress you, then none of the others will. Danica wakes up. Oh, spoilers, because I don't give a fuck. This is spoilers, by the way. Spoilers. Although, the trailer showed most of the fucking death scene anyway, so if you watch the trailer, you already know about that. So, spoilers here now. Listen, you want a simple review? This is a lazy, forgettable retread of the first film with some really, really stupid fucking twists at the end that made jack shit of no sense. That will make you mad if you are a fan of the first movie. And thank God I wasn't I mean, I like the first movie. I'm not a diehard fan. If I was, I'd be more fucking pissed. Jennifer Love Hewitt is barely in the fucking film. She does absolutely nothing. She has like 3 fucking scenes. She does absolutely nothing. She is completely useless in this fucking movie. Freddie Prinze Jr. is something else. And there's a few kills and none of them are, I mean, again, that trailer one is the most memorable one. So where the fuck was I? Okay, so that guy dies. Danica finds the body. And even when the guy's being killed, there are times he's just doing stupid shit. Like, he's been stabbed a few times, and then he just stares into the darkness. I'm like, are you waiting for you too, dude? You're just waiting to get hit again? Like the fucking idiot you are? He's just like, okay, come on, hit me again. That's what you might as well be. Instead of running away, trying to run away, trying to get the fuck out of there, he's like, How about you try to run, go, get the fuck out of Dodge? No, you're too fucking stupid, so you deserve to die. Around this time, news spreads. The podcaster is able to tell Ava, so that's why she's in the film, this podcaster lady, about the events of the 1997 film. That they got scrubbed. Because the guy that got the area, which is the old fiancé Teddy's dad, played by Billy Campbell, the Rocketeer himself, he scrubbed it because it would hurt the town, and he was able to turn this into like the Hamptons of the South. Is literally how they describe it. So eventually, the podcaster lady brings the lead girl Ava to one of the spots from the first movie. I think it was the place where Sarah Michelle Gellar gets killed. And there's the fisherman. And somehow someone hit something, and the lead girl gets trapped into like a giant fucking bird cage. Which it made me laugh. I just, what the fuck? Where the hell did that thing come from? And it's just funny to see your character caught literally in a fucking bird cage. And then the killer chases the podcaster, and she's like, please don't kill me, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Because that's what anyone would fucking say in that situation. It was meant to be, if it was meant to be funny, it was just stupid. Fucking stupid. And then when she gets killed, you barely see anything. And then her body's hanging, and you still barely see anything. So there's nothing wrong home about with that kill. Just character acting really fucking stupid. And then something... There's a bit where she takes off the mask, or the face, see the face, and she goes, you. So that means it's someone she recognizes. Now, if this is a podcaster who is obsessed with the 1997 events, who do you think she recognized? She just met this girl on the plane. She doesn't know really any of her other actual friends. You take a fucking guess. And you'll probably be right. So then the Rocketeer tries to cover it up more, and Ava's like, that's bullshit. And then Freddie Prinze Jr. comes in, trying to be a badass. I got a deeper voice, I got gray on my beard and shit. Whatever, Freddie Prinze Jr. is a dick, and he's a full of shit guy. This is a guy that got pissy. If you complain about Disney Star Wars, he gets pissed. This is made for kids. Why are you being so pissed about? You need to grow up. Dude, you were in fucking... What was that fucking movie? Flight Command... What the fuck was that? Wing Commander. You were in fucking Wing Commander. Shut up. You also ghosted Matthew Lillard for no goddamn good reason. Because even Matthew Lillard's like, I used to be friends with a guy, but then he just ghosted me. Probably because Freddie Prinze Jr. is on a fucking leash in the basement with Sarah Michelle Gellar giving him some pellets for him being a good boy, since he's a fucking simp for, Can I be a good boy today, Buffy? Oh, can you feed me, Mom? You ever seen The Mouth of Madness? Buffy, Sarah's here, and then Freddie Prinze Jr.'s down there. And she's going to take a fucking act sometime to... Anyway. So, Freddie Prinze Jr. is a dick. And here's the thing, he was never a great actor. I could deal with him, and I know he did last summer, and he's actually one of the few things I remember liking in the sequel. I still know he did last summer, but anyway. He tells about how you're trying to bury this, like you're trying to bury events in 1997. And then eventually Ava goes to find Jennifer Love Hewitt, who's a professor. Which they talk for like a minute or two. And she's like, well, I have one question. What did you do last summer? So that's one scene that Jennifer Love Hewitt is in. A lot of fucking around happens. Danica and someone else, her old fiance, they go to a cemetery. They look up the car that was fucked up a year ago, and they find that it has something to do with this priest. So they want to talk. Then also they see that the person who owned that car, the grave had fresh flowers. So, hey, dude, you were on the cemetery team. You looked at the footage. The guy tries to look at the footage. The fisherman comes and cuts his neck. Thing you've seen hundreds of times if you watch these kind of movies. Nothing special. There's complaining and bitch. There's another bit where those two are at a place. The idea is similar to the original. There's a reference to the original. I think it's the place, or at least parts of the place that was part of the... I think where Sarah Michelle Gellar became prom queen, I think. Something like that. And then the fisherman tries to attack her, but then old fiance smacks and pushes the fisherman. When the killer escapes, the guy's like, yeah, that's right, bitch. Yeah, but bitch. So you know he's going to die. Because when you say that in a slasher film, more likely you're going to fucking die. The second scene with Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr. goes to see her, and also now these characters hate each other. Now the thing is, if you're at all a fan of these two movies, you knew that these two here and here, I mean, by the end of this one, they got married. And the whole fucking premise of this fucking movie, which again is not a good movie, but I'd rather watch this than what the fuck I saw, was him traveling all the way, almost getting killed, run off the road, traveling to the Bahamas through the rain on a boat to save this fucking lady, and literally saves her and a gun and like. But now they hate each other, and it never explains why they hate each other so much. It never explains why that relationship went to the toilet so much, why they despise each other, why they hate each other. It never fucking explains that. Never. You would think that'd be something people would want or need to know. But no. Now, obviously, if you don't give a shit about the first movie, you wouldn't see this movie, to be honest. There'd be no reason for you to see this movie. But if you did, isn't that like one of the big questions you would want answered? And it doesn't. Because one of them is only like 3 fucking scenes in the movie. The most I did is that Freddie Prinze Jr. couldn't let go of what happened in 1997, which is weird because he seemed to do it by this point in the sequel, but... And they do reference it multiple times, the sequel. Because there's one point where the characters go... One of them goes, let's just leave and go to the Bahamas. And Freddie Prinze Jr. goes, I would have... For reasons I don't want to get into, I would advise against that. And then the end credit, the post credits has another big fucking reference. Spoiler, this fucking lady. Yeah, the return of Brandy, because that's what people were excited for. They were excited to see a character in a sequel that no one fucking liked. It's like when they did that Triple X movie, the sequel. And oh my god, it's Ice Cube. You mean from the film that no one liked? State of the Union? Oh yay! I'm like, okay. I don't think anybody liked that movie, but okay. Anyway. And that's the thing, like, not a whole lot fucking happens. There's not a lot of big chase sequences. Which seemed to be a case in these movies that at least there be some foot chase sequences. It's not really the case here. You don't really have a whole lot of foot chases in the movie. There's not a whole lot of gore. Heavy spoilers. They say they don't stay together, but then they keep fucking around. They go outside, they do this. One goes to a fucking sauna. They just do whatever the fuck. Even though they know they're being hunted and they're supposed to stick together. But they just don't go out and do whatever the fuck. So the one guy, Milo... So, this guy deserved to die for being an idiot. He has a... I mean, Ava, I would say is a beautiful lady, the lead girl. And while they're ready to have sex, she's like, oh, punish me like a bad girl. He freaks out and leaves. Then he sits in his car like, well, she wanted me to treat her like a bad girl. I guess I should. Well, she wanted me to choke her. I mean, I don't know if she said choke. I don't know if she said she wanted you to choke her, but treat her like a bad girl. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do that too. You know, spanking. But you, the fact you fucking left in the first place, you fucking loser of a character. Fuck you. You deserve to die, and he does die. He gets strangled. With such a boring way to kill someone in a slasher film anyway, strangle. Yeah, I mean, in the 80s, I could deal with it. But we've had so many decades worth of stuff. I'm not saying it has to be a 5-minute fucking Terrifier scene, but come on, strangling, whatever, it's just lame. Forgettable. So I'm trying to think. There's the podcaster lady got killed. The guy at the cemetery got killed. This guy got killed. Then the badass old fiance, he's outside, he walks back inside, and then he gets stabbed, and then he tries to fight, trying to be a badass, spitting on the killer, as if he's fine. Then in that shot, he's like ready to be crawling on his deathbed to his dad, Billy Campbell, the Rocketeer, dies in the Rocketeer's arms, and then the killer stabs the Rocketeer in like the neck or whatever. whatever the fuck, who cares? You're not going to care, and I certainly don't fucking care. Then, like, this weird-ass fucking scene, I don't even know why this was in the movie, other than to get, like, one of the most desperate ways to get a fucking cameo. So from time to time they show this girl's picture, which is funny because most of the time it makes it seem as if this guy didn't fucking exist. He is in one group picture, but other than that, like, that's the only reference you get to Ryan Philippe. Sorry, Ryan Philippe. They barely give a shit about you in this movie. But they show a lot of pictures. Like, the podcaster has a t-shirt of Sarah Michelle Gellar that she sells on her website and all this other stuff. That's so Danica has a nightmare scene where Sarah Michelle Gellar talks to her. Thank God she knew how Sarah Michelle Gellar sounded like. Because I don't think she ever saw any video footage of this lady, just her picture. I mean, her voice could have been like Sigourney Weaver, Gina Davis, Demi Moore, Brandy. She wouldn't fucking know her voice, but thank God she knew her voice. She just knew her face, but she has this nightmare where Sarah Michelle Gellar goes, "It's your fault this happened, you should have done this, and you should have done that." Then she has the hook, and then her face turns to CGI stole, as if she's been decomposed, but crappy CGI, goes for Danica, and then she awakes. I'm like, what the fuck was this about? Such a stupid, desperate way to get a fucking cameo from... Maybe that was the thing I heard about, like, the director, oh, really wanted her in the movie. Well, you got it. It was a fucking dumb way to do it, but you got it. I didn't want it, but you got it. So whoever's left, they go on a fucking yacht. You find out Stevie is the killer. Why? Because the guy who died a year ago was her rehab buddy. Hope they didn't share needles with each other. But, which, I mean, as one of the characters points out, you were there with us. And you saw what happened, and you agreed to it, eventually, like the others did. So you were... And then they explain with, well, I was going to end my life, but I figured, I would just end yours. I'm like, okay. I guess I should be like, well, the person's crazy, so I shouldn't be fucking... I shouldn't be thinking about how people are insane when they're insane. So apparently my video was cut off when I uploaded it the first time. Didn't realize it, so thanks to people for letting me know. I thought it was all there. I swear it was, but I don't know if YouTube did something screwy. Probably not, because... Or I just messed up, or I got so fucking flustered and flabbergasted I forgot to put the last part because this webcam will go about 33 minutes and then it'll cut to another 33 minutes. And etc. and etc. And maybe I forgot that last part because I was getting so fucking pissed off talking about this stupid fucking useless fucking movie. Sorry that a lot of your comments got lost. But I read a lot of the comments and it's either people saying they didn't give a shit about the film, which I don't blame you. They don't care about the film, which I don't blame you. A lot of people don't even like the first one, which I like the first one for what it is, but I can't blame you for that. I did really the last bit of the review, because I think it was at Stevie being the killer, and I'm like, oh, she's crazy, so whatever the fuck reason. But, I mean, the script is really fucking bad. Like, if Stevie's plan is, I want you to feel what I feel, then why are you trying to kill them earlier in the fucking film? When the one character just dropped to a fucking bird cage on them, and then you try and kill this person. If you want them to suffer, why are you trying to kill them so early on then? And so Stevie is the killer because her butt buddy was in rehab and she was in love with him, I guess. The priest guy, the cops find him dead. It's a whole fucking stupid thing. Danica, the lead girl Ava, and Stevie, not Nix, are on a goddamn yacht. Freddie Prinze Jr. gets there. Try to be tough. Shoots. After Stevie, you think she kills Danica and throws her off board, but she happens to be okay later on, we find out. She survived her injuries. Freddie Prinze Jr. shoots the killer, goes overboard. Then you cut to the lead girl on the homeland, away from the water, talking with Jennifer Love Hewitt. And for some fucking reason, I didn't understand this, she looks at a picture where Freddie Prinze Jr. and Stevie are together in a photo. And somehow that makes her realize that Freddie Prinze Jr. is the killer. Again, spoiler. Why? Why does that fucking picture tell her that Freddie's the killer? We've established that Freddie is this girl's boss. They've been together throughout the film. They've talked to each other. Oh, you could come to me for help. They even say that on the yacht when he's got the gun on her. So why does Jennifer Love Hewitt look at this picture? Oh, the two of them together. I'm like, yeah, that's the girl's boss. They talked to each other before, a couple times throughout the film. So what? And then Freddie Prinze Jr. is the killer. If you're a fan of these two fucking films, and I know it's dark, but I don't give a shit, because this film don't give a shit. And I forgot where the hell I put the damn thing. I probably threw it in the goddamn gutter. Oh, there it is. Which is crazy because, and funny enough, this is another, I did that review a while ago. Since then I watched I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, which is not a good film, but it's better than this film. In that second film, Freddie Prinze Jr. is okay. She's the one with the issues. He's kind of gone past it. She's the one with the issues. And he goes through all this, getting almost hit, grabbing a gun, getting someone commandeering a boat, going all the way to the fucking Bahamas in a boat, through the storm, and the weather, and the rain, to save this girl, and now they don't like each other, they hate each other, which is never explained. They got divorced, and they're spiteful against each other, but it's never explained. And then Freddie Prinze Jr. is either doing this because he wants to help this girl Stevie, which I'm like, there's a lot of ways to help her, or they wanted us to erase us and say we don't exist. You didn't give a fuck in the second film, which is in this goddamn movie's timeline. And that's a stupid fucking reason. They don't want us to forget. Well, can I forget this fucking movie existing? Can I forget that shit? I'd love to forget that shit. It's so fucking stupid and dumb and doesn't make a goddamn lickety-spit of sense. It's stupid. So if you at all one of the few that liked any of these films, Sarah Michelle Gellar is back in a weird dream scene with some bad CGI, either de-aging or looking like CGI stole, trying to be decomposed, just like her career is decomposed. Freddie Prinze Jr. trying to be tough, and all of a sudden is a killer for nonsensical, stupid fucking reasons, which hurts these two films, because you see all the ways this guy goes to saving the girl he likes. I'm not a diehard fan of these films. I mean, the first one I don't mind, the second one's not good, but again, they're both better than this. And this is bland, boring bullshit. And then Jennifer Love Hewitt, she's in like 3 fucking scenes and does nothing. At the end of the film, she just tossed to Freddie Prinze and does that stupid, "What are you waiting for?" Which again, people laughed at that in the first movie. They didn't think that was a badass line. They didn't think that was a cool scene. When she's like, "What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?" And she kind of does that in the second film too. People mocked it. They parodied it. They thought it was goofy shit. She's like, What are you waiting for? I'm waiting for this movie to fucking be over, and then so I can finally get this review done since my fucking old review got cut off. Might as well cut off my dick, shove it up my ass, and say I'm got a popsicle up there. I wouldn't put a dick or a popsicle or a finger up the ass. Alright? Leave it alone. Okay? Exit only. For me. If it is for you, differently, be my guest. Different strokes, different folks. Some with the left, some with the right. This movie, it ain't got no fucking strokes. It definitely did at the box office. It fucking bombed. I looked it up in between. This film made more money. The second film made more money. It made $40 million in the U.S. and 80-some million worldwide. So this fucking sequel that is goofed as Jack Black as a wannabe Rastafarian weed dealer made more goddamn money than your reboot legacy sequel. Because no one gave a flying fuck. Because most people don't like this movie. The few like me who don't mind it thought you didn't need another movie. And then when you do, you get bland, boring original characters. And you shit on the older characters. One you give jack shit to do, and one you turn to a killer for stupid fucking dumbass reasons. But again, you got the co-writer of Thor, Love and fucking Blunder to do it. Okay? I'd rather stick a dick in a fucking blowhole of a goddamn wheel and drag me through the fucking ocean. Like that goddamn Life of Pi. Pecan Poontang Pie. Fuck a female dolphin in the vulva I'd rather do than watch this fucking movie again. Because at least I have more to talk about. Because this movie fucking bland as fuck. It's bland as god shitty as mashed potatoes. Fuck mashed potatoes and fuck this movie. And Freddie Prinze Jr., fuck him too. And then what they did to his character was shit. Because I actually thought he did better in the second film. And this, he's pretty green, as we call it. But, you know, I could deal with it. I've seen a lot worse, believe it or not. So he has a stupid motivation. And then, oh, you don't have Jennifer Love Hewitt versus Freddie Prinze Jr. She just stands there. Just stands there. And then the lead girl just shoots him. Harpoon. No chase scene. You think there'd be like this big chase action scene. Oh, Jennifer Love Hewitt versus Freddie Prinze Jr. and chasing and close calls. And finally she's got to do the death blow on this guy that, you know, saved her in the past. We used to be the love of her life. Used to be married. Drama. Tension. Fucking filmmaking. But I forgot. This ain't a fucking film. This is a shitty product that's been discontinued before it came out. The music sucked. I'm surprised they didn't have that song from the first movie. Hush, na 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 na. I actually like that song. That should have been in the fucking movie. I'm surprised it wasn't. A lot of it's just nostalgia baiting and remember this. Hey, there's a guy in a shower or this place sauna. Turn around. Just like Ryan Fleet was in a shower and turn around. Is anyone there? A finale is on a boat, just like the first film was on a boat. Although technically the finale of this is after. Which is barely finale because it takes like less than a fucking minute for it to be done. Stupid motivations. Barely any gore. Which hell, the second film had more gore. Jack Black gets killed with garden shears in his chest. That already is fucking better than anything in this fucking movie. Mekhi Phifer gets hooked under the chin and then pulled up. That death scene was, you know... The death scenes in this fucking movie were better and more vicious. And this isn't that good of a fucking movie. Which, there's references. There's a reference to the Bahamas where they say we should go, and Freddie Prinze Jr. is like, no, I wouldn't advise that. And then at the post-credits, Brandy is in it. And you know what? Brandy didn't do a bad job in this. Because I've seen worse. Trust me, I've seen worse. But no one was wanting fucking Brandy to come back. In a post-credit scene where Jennifer Love Hewitt got a note. It's not over. And Brandy's like, who don't fuck up now? You didn't fuck up anybody in this one. I just watched this film again. You didn't fuck up anybody. What are you talking about? You ran, you went through the glass of this fucking greenhouse, whatever the hell it was. You smashed through a fucking window cabin or whatever. You got knocked the fuck out until the two leads killed the killers, and then you woke up after the storm was over. So you didn't do shit. You didn't fuck up anybody. What are you talking about? And then the last scene is the lead girl and the not dead Danica talking as if they didn't just see a bunch of dead bodies, and this one girl didn't just have two fucking fiancés die, her old one and her new one, and they talked like, oh my god, what's going on? Did I break the nail? Oh my god, you know Stevie's still alive. Yeah, we gotta kill that bitch. Yeah, we gotta kill that bitch. It's gonna be fun. What the fuck are you talking about? You're acting like nothing fucking happened. That you didn't just have a bunch of fucking people and friends and old boyfriends die. Just one had the old boyfriend Milo die. The other had two fiancés die. And you're acting like you just survived a fucking adventure to McDonald's. Fuck this fucking movie. It's a piece of shit. I'm glad I fucking did this additional part because it'd be more fucking angry. Suck my fucking dick. Again, this is not a classic, but I didn't mind it, and they still shit on it. Hey, this character, make him a... Hey, if this character, make him a loser, dickwad, asshole, and now a killer. I was more pissed off with Dewey and what they did with him in Scream 5, because I like Scream more. I even like Scream 3 more than any of these movies. And I like Dewey a lot more as a character, and they tell him off in a stupid fucking way. So Scream 5 pisses me off more. Scream 6 pisses me off more. But this film fucking sucks too. The kills suck, which you could do better. You could say the kills were never that great in these movies, but you could do better. You could be more vicious, you could be more gory, but you don't fucking do it. Because then you got the girl who co-wrote Thor, Love, and fucking... I don't give a shit what you did last summer. I don't give a shit what you did last winter. I don't give a shit what you did last fucking Leprechaun Day. I don't give a shit what you did. No one gave a shit what you did last summer, or 2 summers ago, or 2 years ago, or 20 years ago. No one gave a fuck what you did last summer. I don't give a fuck what you did last summer. Unless you fucking die last summer so that you don't come out in more of these fucking movies. This movie should have died last summer. When the development was in, just fucking kill it, because you waste a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of resources for bullshit that no one cared about. No one asked for I Know What You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel. What's this, a Valentine Legacy sequel? And David Boreanaz, can't say his name, he comes back bleeding his nose, he's the bleeder, bleeding his nose on everybody, giving people hepatitis. What the fuck, you know? Is that what's gonna happen? The Campbell soup killer comes back? Only rubs his fucking bloody nose on arrows and shoots them in people's faces. I know they're trying to do another Urban Legend reboot. Why? I like Urban Legend. I like it more than these films. But we don't need to reboot Urban Legend. What's in this fucking reboot? Cherry Falls? I've already said that before, but I forgot. Cherry Falls, and Michael Biehn had a twin brother. And he comes back. Cherry Falls 2, Electric Boogaloo. Stop the shit. Look at what people actually want. People didn't want this, and they told you this. They told you to go fuck yourself. They didn't go see the movie, and the people that did, I had like 40 comments. There's maybe one person who said they liked the film. Everybody else, they didn't see it or they didn't give a shit. So I'm sorry those comments are gone. I hope you come back and give those comments again, because at least you get the full picture. But the ending fucking sucks. The beginning fucking sucks. The middle fucking sucked. The movie's fucking boring. The movie's fucking bland. The characters suck. The script sucks dick. Why does Jennifer Love Hewitt think Freddie Prinze Jr. is a killer just because she sees a picture of the two of them? I'm like, yeah, it's the boss. We've already seen this multiple times. Why, as a writer, would you have your fucking podcaster go, it's you? Because the only person she fucking knew was the lead girl, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Freddie Prinze Jr., because she's doing a podcast on the 1997 murders. I don't think at that point she even met the other fucking characters. I don't think. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. At least that's what I was thinking in my head. So I'm like, well, who the hell else she don't recognize? Oh, it's not going to be Jennifer Love Hewitt. It's going to be Freddie Prinze Jr., so you already told on yourself. And it's a stupid fucking shot jock, shitty fucking twist for a shitty fucking movie. I've seen more tension in Scooby-Doo episodes, which is ironic because Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar were in a Scooby-Doo movie. Fucking Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers I got more suspense out of. Wonder if they don't solve that fucking mystery of the treasure on this plantation. Just Shaggy is related to racists. Whatever the fuck they were trying. Anyway, his ancestor had plantations. What do we think was all those plantations? Just a lot of cattle? Don't think so. Anyway, there was a bunch of other dogs. Anyway, fuck this fucking movie. I gotta put the footage in. I gotta slam it back to the footage I shot days ago, upload it again, and hopefully the whole fucking thing stays there. So, this movie kiss my ass. Later.